And welcome back to Backspace Academy. AWS CloudFormation is AWS's core deployment tool. So what CloudFormation is, it basically, the service uses text files in JSON format. And so we create these JSON files, and the CloudFormation service will interpret those files and deploy our infrastructure based on what we put in those files. So we define what those resources are, how those resources are going to be deployed, any conditions around that, any inputs that we want from a user to go in when those services are being deployed. But because this is actually a JSON file, and we can modify that, we can also have our infrastructure as code. So in the same way as developers manage their code with Git or SVN or whatever they're using, we can do the same thing with our infrastructure. And we can manage that in exactly the same way, and we can implement the controls that we would around any other application. So this is a really, really handy thing. And also we have the CloudFormation Designer, which actually enables us to do a visual diagram of our infrastructure and then convert that to a CloudFormation template. We also have the CloudFormer tool, which can actually look at all of our infrastructure and create a template, a CloudFormation template of our infrastructure. And so we can capture that as a file. If anything goes wrong, we can recreate our entire infrastructure. So it's a pretty cool thing. So we'll talk from a high level about CloudFormation, everything you need to know to get through the exam. Then we'll look at learning by quizzes. So again, make sure you download the AWS CloudFormation guide and go through the learning by quizzes exercises. Now there will also be a lab following this. So if you think it's pretty light on, don't worry, there's a lab coming up that'll be far more in depth in CloudFormation. So AWS CloudFormation, let's get into it.